Hi everyone, I'm Swathi from Indiahikes. First of all, a very happy new year to all of you. I hope you have a wonderful 2026. And I'm sure, given that it's the beginning of the year, many of us have resolutions to do something new, exciting, and meaningful in this year. And that is why I'm releasing this list at the beginning of 2026. Because for me, I don't think anything else can bring so many things together in one place with adventure, with something new, something challenging, something fulfilling. And that is what trekking does for all of us at Indiahikes. So today I'm sharing a list of the best treks for beginners who have never stepped into the trekking world before. I've put down treks from the Himalayas, from central India, and from different parts of India that you can consider. And it's not a random list. I've chosen one trek per month, which is best done in that particular month. So you can actually note down all of these treks. I'm telling you not only 12, but also a backup trek for each month. So at the end of the video, you'll actually have 24 recommendations. And these are recommendations that I would give my own family and friends. So I hope you make the best of it. Let's get started. Let's start with the month of January, and for a change I'm not talking about a Himalayan trek to begin with. I'm talking about a trek in central India, and that is the Chhattisgarh jungle trek. Now this is still a new trek in our country. People are still discovering it, and when they go on it and come back, my god, they're mind blown, because you trek not only in these gorgeous forests of central India, but you also walk along the length of a river which is almost like a beach, and you walk through it the entire day. Not just that, you also see some of the most ancient caves of our country which are not even well documented, and you will be witnessing them standing on your 2 feet at very close proximity. So that is the Chhattisgarh jungle trek. Winter, some of the best times to do it, and January is the best month to do it. If you cannot go on the Chhattisgarh jungle trek, then my backup recommendation is the Painch Tiger Trail in the neighboring state of Madhya Pradesh. That is also tiger country, one trek that you must experience. Coming to February, this is a month when it would have snowed quite a bit, because December and January are still dicey because the Himalayas are getting unpredictable. But in February, you know sure shot there's going to be snow. And some of the best treks to do with the snow, my top recommendation in February is the Brahmatal trek. Brahmatal is beautiful for its forests, its 2 lakes. Many times the Brahmatal lake is frozen. It makes for a terrific sight. And for the views of Trishul and Nandaghunti from this beautiful ridge walk. So Brahmatal becomes an immediate favorite among all trekkers. If you cannot do Brahmatal, then my backup recommendation is the Kedarkantha trek. Kedarkantha needs no introduction as a winter trek. That summit climb does it all for trekkers, because it's one of the finest summit climbs. That feeling when you stand at the top is unmatched. So Kedarkantha, really nice in February, better than December because you'll not see the crowds. Coming to March. Now March is when winter turns to spring, and spring means trekking with flowers, and in the Himalayas it means rhododendrons. These flowers bloom only in March and April, giving you a small window to witness them. And the best trek to do to witness them is the Ranthambore trek. So that is my top recommendation for March, because on this trek it is not a small section of rhododendrons. It is like an entire landscape of rhododendrons, where if you fly a drone you will see a mountain of pink and not white or green. So that is the Ranthambore trek for you. If you find that Ranthambore is full, then my backup trek is the Deoriatal Chandrashila trek, because Deoriatal also boasts of rhododendrons which are blooming at this time of the year. And that section, especially from Banyakund all the way to Chandrashila until the tree line, you will see it beautifully lit up with rhododendrons, and it's a beautiful trek done in March. So those are my 2 recommendations for March. Moving on to April, my top recommendation would be a trek that opens up in April for all of us, and that is the Har Ki Doon trek. Har Ki Doon is a trek that is steeped in culture, and you should do it just for that culture. But it's not just that, it is a lovely valley with the river flowing in between, and I've not seen one person coming out of Har Ki Doon and saying, you know what, that trek was just okay. Every single person comes out absolutely touched by the trail, by the culture, the mountains that you see, Swargarohini, and the river in between. So it is one of those treks that is done for your heart. My second choice in April would be the Sandakphu trek. Now Sandakphu is known for its mountain views, but very few people talk about the flowers, because Sandakphu is also known for its rhododendrons, magnolias. These are all in bloom in spring, and this is the time of the year to witness that. Coming to May, I think this is when the world wakes up to trekking. Everyone wants to trek in May. But I have two very different recommendations for you since this is for beginners. I know in May is when families want to do something together. They want to trek together. Children want to be taken outside. So in May, Dayara would be my first choice, Dayara Bugyal. Now, Dayara Bugyal has come to life as a trek for families where small children of 7-8 years old are able to do it. So Dayara is definitely my top choice for families, especially with children and beginners, because these meadows come to life in May, and that's one of the best times to see it. My second choice in May would be the Ali Bedni Bugyal trek, for very similar reasons that anybody can do the Ali Bedni Bugyal trek. As a bonus, on both these treks we have special family groups where it's a group of only families coming together. So there'll be parents, other children. Very nice experience for families. We also have summer camps at this time of the year where only children go without their parents. This is for slightly older children between 10 to 14, and it's a 9-day program in the Himalayas, and we've been running it for the past 3 years. Children absolutely love it, and they learn a lot from it more than anything, and that is the part that parents love. So I hope you can send your children on these summer camps as well. We have them at Dayara, at Ali Bedni Bugyal, and even at Kuwari Pass. So that is my trek for May. In June, I'm moving slightly to higher altitude because May and June are the months to do these high altitude treks, but I'm not recommending something that's very difficult. But you need to be fit to do it, and that is the Buran Ghati trek. Now, Buran Ghati is one of those top treks to do in June because of the snow wall that you rappel down on. As you cross the pass, the descent is on this snow wall where you have to rappel down and there's no other way to get off. So that adds a huge adventurous angle to this trek. However, other than that, this is one of those perfect flawless treks in our country where anywhere you point your camera and shoot, you'll get a fantastic photo. That is the Buran Ghati trek for you. So that is my top recommendation in June. My second recommendation for June is another trek in Himachal, but a much lesser known one, and that is the Bias Kund trek. Now, Bias Kund takes you to the source of river Bias. It takes you to a viewpoint from where you see it, and even the journey leading you to that viewpoint is incredibly beautiful in this valley. And you have these big mountains of Friendship Peak, Hanuman Tibba rising right beside you. So this is another recommendation for a trek where you put in very little effort but you get very big rewards. For July, my recommendation does not need an introduction, and that is the Valley of Flowers trek. This might be a little counterintuitive because everybody goes to Valley of Flowers in August, but my recommendation is to go in July, where you'll still see some flowers, but you will not see those mad crowds that you see in August. So Valley of Flowers, definitely a very beautiful trek for that vast valley with the river flowing in between and the climb to Hemkund Sahib. So that would be my top recommendation for July. My next recommendation for July is another trek that doesn't need an introduction. That's Hamta Pass. Hamta Pass is slightly more difficult, but definitely doable by a beginner if you are working on your fitness towards the trek. If you do, then it's a very rewarding trek because of a very dramatic pass crossing where you get to see the mountains of Lahore, and you'll get to see a green landscape, barren landscape, all of it, all packed in one trek. So Hamta Pass is another recommendation. My recommendations for August are both on the slightly more difficult side, but if you are fit, then you can definitely do both of them. The first is the Miyar Valley trek. Now, Miyar Valley is a slightly new trek, but it has captured the imagination of our trekkers because they have not seen these dry, barren, colorful landscapes like you see as you're walking through the heart of Lahore. And that is the Miyar Valley trek for you. It is long, the days are long with the river by your side, you're continuously walking, but those landscapes are scenes you have not seen before. So that is why Miyar Valley in August. And the next recommendation is not even in India, it's an international trek in the country of Georgia, and that's the Atsunta Pass trek. Atsunta Pass is also a slightly more difficult trek because you're crossing a high pass, long trekking days, but if you're fit, then it's a treat to your senses because you'll see the culture of Georgia, you'll see those amazing landscapes of the Caucasus Mountains, and this is also one of those very photogenic treks. It's a pleasure to watch this trail unfold before you. So these are my two recommendations for August. Coming to September, this is also a month where you can consider climbing to much higher altitudes than 12,000-13,000 feet. You can go above 14,000 feet. So my recommendation may take you by surprise, but beginners can do it if you're fit. So I'm recommending the Rupin Pass trek. This is a personal favorite for me because it takes you to a high pass, and the kind of adrenaline you get while doing this trek is almost unmatched. So Rupin Pass, just for those beautiful landscapes, the thrill of the pass crossing and seeing the other side of the pass. My next recommendation for September after Rupin Pass is a trek that takes you to Himachal and the best grasslands of Himachal, and that is the Bhrigu Lake trek. Now Bhrigu Lake is a trek which is famous for the lake, which is at 14,000 feet, but that is not really the highlight. It is these very Switzerland-like meadows of Himachal Pradesh that you see, and they are a joyful sight when you're trekking through them. It is slightly harder on your legs because you have to climb up quite a bit, but if you're fit, then definitely a trek to do. For October, my top recommendation would be the Gomukh Tapovan trek, which is a favorite trek of anybody who does it, because this trek takes you to the source of river Ganga. Actually seeing the Bhagirathi coming out of the glacier, and you're a tiny thing standing next to the mouth of the glacier, that is a very, very intimidating sight. And not just that, even the walk on the glacial moraine that you go on, and then you reach Tapovan to this big sight of Mount Shivling in front of you. All of these form core memories for any trekkers, and almost anyone who goes there immediately makes it their favorite trek. So Gomukh Tapovan in October, best weather to experience all of these things, so that is why it's my top recommendation. My next recommendation for October is another trek with very big mountain views and nice landscapes, that is the Fulara Ridge trek. Fulara is a trek that you can do in very short windows because it is a ridge walk, and this ridge usually gets covered with snow, so it leaves you with a very small window of peak summer and autumn to do it. And I would choose autumn because of the views that you get of Mount Swargarohini and all the surrounding ranges from this trek, and you get to see the Pushtara meadows at their best at this time of the year. So that's Fulara Ridge in October. Coming to November, I think my top recommendation would be what is currently the most popular trek in our country, that is the Kuari Pass trek. November is a time to witness very clear mountain views, great weather, and Kuari Pass offers the best of that with Mount Dronagiri right in front of you, the Hathi Ghoda peaks, you have Mount Nanda Devi also on this trek that you see. It's a trek that very few other treks can match up with, so in November this is my top recommendation. My next recommendation in November is a trek I've already mentioned in this video before, that is the Sandakphu trek, but you see a very different side of the Sandakphu trek in November. If spring was all about the flowers and the forests, this is all about the views, because of course you see Everest, Lhotse, Makalu, you see Kanchenjunga, Cho, you see all those mountains at their clearest best in November. So Sandakphu is my second choice for November. Finally, coming to December, my choice would be the Ancha Top trek. Now this is a brand new trek that we've just started this year, but when we are seeing it over and over again, it's turning out to be an incredibly beautiful trek because it has 3 alpine lakes, not very big lakes, but smaller lakes, and very beautiful. It has incredible mountain views as well, and it has lovely meadows in Dinala Bugyal. So as a winter trek, it is turning out to be very promising. It's almost turning out to be like a combination of the best parts of all our other winter treks. So Ancha Top is definitely my topmost recommendation for December. And as another option for December, my suggestion would be the Chhattisgarh Jungle Trek again. So Chhattisgarh, as I started the video, I'm ending the video with it because it's an incredibly beautiful trek in winter and everybody should experience it. So that is my list of all treks to do for beginners. It's a long list, but I hope you made notes because in each of these treks there's some beauty that you will not see on the other treks, and it is a proper guide for you to plan your treks for the entire year. If you need any help, then we are here to help you. We have our trek advisors who will be able to talk to you and guide you personally. So we have a form in the description below. Just fill that out and we will call you back at a time that is suited to you. And if you have any other doubts, drop in a comment below and we're here to help you. and we have lots of trek recommendations, trekking tips coming up on our channel in the next days to come. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. You'll be notified of our future videos. So that's all from me today. Long video, but I hope a useful one. We'll be back with more soon. I'm Swathi from Indiahikes, and you're watching Trek with Swathi.